Hey everyone! So today we're learning one of the most important tools in programming, the while loop. In Java, a while loop lets you repeat a block of code again and again as long as a condition is true. So what is a block of code? Well, a block of code is held with the open and close brackets, just how like our class and our main method are held within these brackets, open, close. So let's see, how shall I start? Looping. So the key to looping is the conditional test. In Java, a conditional test is an expression that results in a Boolean value. So what is Boolean value? Well, a Boolean value is something that is either true or false. It has to have one outcome, okay? So what's a very simple example I can do? So simple examples of Boolean tests are by checking the value of a variable using a comparison operator like less than, right? Or greater than, or equality, two equal signs. These are all Boolean ideas, very basic Boolean ideas in math, which you should be familiar with. So to demonstrate some very basic while loop, let's first initiate a variable. So we'll make an integer of the type integer with the name x, and we will assign it the value of 1. Okay, know how to do this. It's covered. So let's see. While, while is our keyword to initiate while loop. So what do? We make open close parenthesis, and then we do a condition. X is less than 4, and then we open our while loop. Okay, so this is just initiating the while loop. While x is less than 4, this is a condition, then we actually open our while loop. And in here is where we can do something that we want to repeat while said condition is true. So what do you want to do? Well, we'll do a system.out.println, ln equal new line, so in here we do let's do a message. X is, let's just maybe make it look nice, yeah? So we put little colon right there, right? We do this, so that's our message, our string literal held inside the print message, plus our x value, whatever it may be, right? So right now, when we add our x value to the system out print message, it'll be currently 1, right? And since x is 1, this will run, because x is less than 4. This is a reality. Well, for now, unless it might be disproven later, but for now, let's hope it's true. So what's missing? Well, we're missing our update condition because we don't want this to run, well, forever. Well, I could show you what it looks like when it runs forever, but it's not the most pretty sight, I must tell you. So this is what happens if you take a look here at a terminal in the bottom of the screen. It will keep doing this, well, for eternity, as long as my computer does not give out. My system resources last. It'll keep going, yes. But if we want this to actually have an end, which should hope for, nothing is permanent and forever, we will add a update condition. X equals x plus 1. Now, what does this do? This is an update condition. Update condition, right? You really want to use these when you work with your while loops, or any type of loop for that matter. So this is our repeat code, our system.out.print message. Could be something else. And then here we open the while loop with the open bracket, and we initialize it with the keyword while. Keep in mind, while. That is the keyword. We use open close bracket to set the condition after we initialize it, and then we actually open it with the bracket. So we have our update condition, the code to repeat inside after the open bracket, and here's our initialization and condition, and then this bracket close. Okay, let's see what happens now. 1, 2, 3. X is 1, x is 2, x is 3. Now, why is this case? Well, while x is less than 4, it will do our print message, right? Right here. it'll do x is plus the value of x that it is at that time. So how does this work? To the first iteration of the while loop, it will do, obviously this does not change, the x is, because it's a string literal, it is a set value here, plus x. X is variable to change, because we have our update condition right here, which adds 1. But on the first loop through, it will be 1, because it is currently set to 1. Second loop through, it will have been added 1 through the first loop through, so print 2, and so on and so forth, as many times as you do it. So yes, here's what's happening. In short, first we start with x equals 1. The loop checks, is x less than 4? If yes, it runs the code inside the curly braces. After printing, we increase x by 1. Then it loops back and checks the condition again. So it gives our print message, x is 1, x is 2, x is 3. Once x becomes 4, the condition x is less than 4 is no longer true. I really hope this is the case. It just becomes not true. And then, well, the key point to take here is that a while loop keeps going only while the condition is true. If the condition is false, it skips loops entirely. But be careful. Do not forget to update your variable, or else the condition will never change, thus the program will loop forever, and it'll become an infinite loop. And honestly, infinity is not always the most pretty thing. So just make sure your loop moves towards the direction of stopping and end, not infinity. You know, have it make a start and an end. And yeah, that's how a while loop works, bare bones. So yeah, just use it when you don't know exactly how many times you need to repeat. Just repeat while a condition is true. That is a very good application of this. Keep it in mind. Use a while loop when you don't know exactly how many times you need to repeat, just under a condition that is true. Okay, thank you very much. One last run. Beautiful. Okay, that's great.